everybody? Good Saturday morning. I hope everybody's doing all right this morning. Oh, what time is it? I don't know. It's about 8:28 a.m. Central Time, so about 9:30 over in Georgia, and on the East Coast. Give y'all a good Saturday morning. See how everybody's doing out there. I'm dealing with some heavy fog out here in Kansas. I'll tell you that. Got up to come do the 6 a.m. podcast and realized it's Saturday. Amazon Prime Trucker. What's up, big dog? Appreciate you joining the membership. I see you got a membership next to your name. Appreciate that, big dog. How's everything going? You doing all right? Where are you at today? So I'm on my way to, oh, what's up, Texas Trucker? Okay. Yes, sir. What's up, Chris Marshall? Earl, what's up, buddy? How you liking that new job, Earl? Yeah, this fog's crazy out here in Kansas right now. That's pretty thick. Yeah, I woke up this morning. I was going to do the podcast, and I realized that it was, it was Saturday. But I'm feeling better. I mean, I'm not well. I don't know. I'm still feeling a little weak. So how you feeling? Yeah, it is definitely foggy here. What's up, Sean Thomas? One Busted Trucker. What's up, buddy? Okay. Well, I don't know, man. You know, I was dealing with that sickness last. I was dealing with that sickness last week, and then my daughter had caught COVID Sunday, and we brought her to the house. And yesterday, I felt so tired. I didn't check the COVID days, but I was tired all day long. It was a hard day, but I kept pushing through. I'm trying to get ahead. So this load I've got don't even deliver until tomorrow night. I don't have a bad load until Monday, and I'm 396 miles away, so I'm just trying to get there to get some rest. But yesterday I did 658 miles, but I took 13 hours off and rested. I took some NyQuil last night. I've been taking my vitamin C, my vitamin D, but I got up this morning and my wife had told me that she called me. She just tested positive, with them, but she's got COVID, and my daughter has COVID, so I may have COVID. I'm just not coughing, and maybe my symptoms are a little different. I'm just really weak, but I am taking precautions. I took IV in the bottle. You ever heard of that before? I drink one of those every day, or not every day, but when I'm sick. I say that. Yesterday I drank one. I just made another one. I've got 6 of them, so one for every day this week. They help me keep positive, help me keep hydrated and stuff. And I'm taking my vitamin D and my vitamin C and just, resting. But like I said, I'm 395 miles away from the drop. I pick up in Cheyenne, Wyoming, Monday morning. So I'm going to get over there and take a 34-hour break in Wyoming and just rest. So I should be okay. Just trying to knock this on out. I mean, I can drag it out, but I'd rather get the 34 in and just rest and sleep. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody watching this morning. If it's your first time watching, I appreciate it. I'm definitely in some fog, man. The snake, the rat, the cat, the fog. Yeah, it's got my defrost on. I mean, it's just, I usually turn my windshield wiper on every once in a while, but it doesn't. It's just really, it's really freaking foggy, y'all. So when you're driving in fog, man, make sure that you have your Chris Marshall. Appreciate that, buddy. Man, I really appreciate that. Chris Marshall just donated $10 to the super chat. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot, brother. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, Chris, but I really appreciate that. Thank you, brother. I'll any money that gets donated to the channel, I take it to go to pay for the apps, and it helps me where I can do the videos and pay for the internet and stuff that I have in my truck now and stuff like that. So I really appreciate the super chats. It really means a lot. I don't ask for any money. I don't ask for anybody to donate money, but if you do, hey, I appreciate it. He said, toughing it out. Feel better, man. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm gonna tough it out, man. I'm gonna get better. Just gotta get a lot of rest, drink plenty of fluids. But listen, speaking of that, when you're out here on the road, being sick, we need to talk about this for a minute. Being sick sucks, but it's hard out here on the road. If you're home, you're in your own business. There's some police lines right there that you get over. see. It's so foggy. But being out here on the road, I'm just going to slow it down a couple notches. When you're out here in this fog, you just got to go a little slower than normal. Keep your headlights on and just pay attention. But we're talking about being sick on the roads and saying, I'll possibly have COVID right now. I don't want to claim it, so we're going to claim COVID. Maybe it's not. But anyways, you want to keep things in your truck and you want to stay stocked. Like, I try to drink no sugar Gatorades, but under my bunk, I have 2 cases of real Gatorade with sugar in it. So I try not to do the sugar thing, you know that. But I got real Gatorade in there for cases like this. So yesterday I broke out a case, started drinking them, and I think that's what's helped me, besides praying to the good Lord Jesus, I think that's what's helped me is I drink more Gatorade than I did yesterday. And then I also have these, I keep a 6-pack of IV in a bottle powders that you mix with water. And it has, the IV in the bottle has so many potassium, so many nutrients in it, that I'll drink that once a day during when I'm feeling sick. I'm going to have to stop back up on them. I have chicken noodle soup back there in case, I feel like yesterday I didn't feel like making a big meal, so I just I drank me some chicken noodle soup, and went to sleep. But I had NyQuil in my truck, so I took 2, not to be driving, but I had 2 NyQuil I took last night. But yesterday, I had Tylenol and Dayquil that I was taking every 4 hours to help with the body aches. But I didn't have to stop nowhere. That's the thing about being stocked in your truck, is you can be out here on the road, and it sucks, but I've got every possible thing that I need if I get sick. I got a bed, there's blankets, plenty of cold drinks, plenty of Gatorades, plenty of medicine, just in case. I mean, I have Pepto-Bismol in my truck in case I get sick, stomach ache. I have eye drops. I have earache medicine. I have toothache medicine. I have like a pharmacy back there, because you don't want to be on the stretch like I am right here in Kansas, and then all of a sudden you get a bad toothache. You want to have some toothache or some oral gel or something to that effect. One time I messed up, thought I had everything, and you always think you got everything, you don't. But one time I got out here, I started to pass a kidney stone. Oh my God, it was painful. But apple cider vinegar actually helps with kidney stone. You can take a shot of apple cider vinegar, and that'll actually help dissolve it. But I didn't have any, but special. I got some now. In case the kidney stone starts coming on, I'll have it. I've got nausea medicine. I've got garbage bags. Whatever you think of, I got it. Got a COVID test. I'll probably take that COVID test tonight if I start feeling any worse, but just to see. Right now, I'm just really weak, so I do appreciate all y'all's prayers. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. So what I wanted to talk to you about today live, I don't think I got sidetracked talking to you about the sickness and things like that, but let's talk about getting miles up. The other day I did a video about communication, which is very, very important. Communication is very important. But also, what's important, let's talk about this. Y'all leave me comments, tell me what you think, but managing, Mark Willen used to call it the wicked witch, this clock. It's not like the old days when we had logbooks, we could jam out the miles. If you don't manage your clock right, it will screw you. If your dispatcher doesn't manage your clock right, it'll screw you. So you've got to figure out a way to. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Chris Marshall. Thank you. You said it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. You got to figure out a way to manage this clock. And a few things. This is such a big topic, but I'm just going to go over a few things. When you get up in the morning, do not start your clock until you know your load is ready. Because with the clock, once you start your clock 14 hours later, you're done. So you want to communicate with dispatch to find out where your load is, when it's ready. You want to try to get closest to that point when you shut down, so you don't have to go long ways to get to your load. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. So my advice is don't start the clock. That's the first thing until it's time to go. All right, then you also want to make sure that you micromanage, but you manage that clock and try to do multiple things at one time. When you're getting your trailer and you get into the yard, course, you got to go on duty to hook it up, but maybe you should make sure you log in pre-trip for that too, because that's what you're doing. You're hooking it up and you're doing your pre-trip at the same time. When you're on a yard and you can do a yard move, y'all, under ELD, states that cannot have any public access to it to use yard move. When you pull into Shaw or you pull into Toyo or you pull into the yard, you can't use it at truck stops because there's public access. But go under yard move. Don't waste that drive time. Change it to yard move, because that's going to take away from your 14, yes, but it doesn't take away from your 11. You see what I'm saying? Because you won't let all those 11 hours to drive. You won't every bit of that. Every bit of it. Because you might have to shut down a couple hours before if you're looking for a place, or an hour before. So use yard move when you're going around looking for a trailer. And every time you can go off duty, go off duty. Just because you think, well, I got plenty of time today, I ain't got about 300 miles. You got to remember, when you're on duty or you're on yard move or you're on driving, it's taken away from that 70. And when you take away from that 70, it takes away from your week. So you say, well, I got 11 hours a day, I ain't got to go with 300 miles, it don't matter. It does matter because it's taken away from the end of the week. So make sure you're pausing that clock every chance you get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying to go falsify your logs. I'm just saying log it as you do it. But don't do no unnecessary leave it on drive for no reason. If you're parked, right? During the day, you want to make sure that that 14 is utilized right. When you stop for your 30-minute break, try to get your shower in then. Or try to get it in during your 10-hour break. I like to have my 10-hour break for my sleep. Okay, because it takes me a couple hours to fall asleep every night. And then I need at least 8 hours of sleep every night. It takes me a couple hours to wind down. So make sure you're think about things like that. Think about when you take a shower. I try to take it, like I said, during my 30-minute break. Or, like I said, this morning I got up and I took it before I started out this morning. You can do it during your break, but don't do it during your clock when it's running. Either do it during your breaks, even if you have to take longer than 10. Like this morning, I took like 11 hours, 12 hours. Well, I didn't feel good, so I took almost 12. But I did it during that, so I didn't start my clock. You don't want to start your clock, drive a couple hours, and stop and take a shower. I mean, you want to get it all in. Now, another somebody was telling me one time that you're using this clock. You have two parts of the day. You have the top of the day and the bottom of the day. All right. So the way I try to do is before I take that 30-minute break, and this is trying because I'm tired, but I start my day off. I try to get as many hours as I can to get in those first 8 hours, as many as I can. Okay. I try to knock out 6-7 hours. Boom, knock that stuff out. Go ahead and get 400 miles under my belt. Take my 30-minute break, and then I got like a couple hundred more in the last couple hours. You know what I'm saying? So try to make the top of your day, whenever you start the hardest run. I do stop and pee every couple hours, 2 or 3 hours. I look at the clock and I try to stretch it out as long as if I look at it and it says an hour, I really don't stop. Hour and a half, I don't stop. If it says 2 hours, I'll stop. But I try to stretch it out to 3. But when I stop to pee, I don't mean pulling into a freaking a truck stop and go inside. I'm talking about pulling over, pee in a bottle, dump it out the window, or whatever you got to do on the grass. Whatever you got to do. I know it sounds gross, but that's the way it is. Get out and stretch your legs for a second. No more than 5 minutes. Hit the road, Jack. That'll help you prolong more throughout the day. And drinking a lot of fluids throughout the day also helps. So, just discussing the topic of mileage and getting miles up, it's important how you manage that clock. Also, how you manage your 34 hours. Ideally, you want to run that clock out or as low as possible before you take a 34. I see guys doing 28 miles, having 28 hours on the clock and doing a 34. Well, sometimes you have to. Like right now, I'm going to have to take one earlier than I wanted to, but I'm saying if you don't have to, and you can get another run, say, listen, talk to your dispatcher, hey, I've got 9 hours, I got 12 hours left on the clock, I'm not planning to go home and take about 34 hours on the road. What's something you got later I can just run it out? Or what's something I can take home with me? Or whatever. So try to get as much in it as you can. If you push those 34 hours out longer, it's going to be better. Now, I had a question about recaps. Does recaps work? It does work with some companies. It doesn't really work here at Rosedale because I try to get all my miles in 5 or 6 days and I'm done. You know, I try to get 3,000 miles in 5 or 6 days and I'm done. Simple as that. But anyways, I hope that helped you out. Just talking about managing that clock, give you something to think about. Think about the clock, y'all. Y'all think about it. When you're driving, be conscious of that clock's ticking. Be conscious when you pull in that you don't just not go off duty, you know what I mean? Go off duty as possible, quick as possible. But thought I'd share that with y'all this morning. Show you a little bit of fog I got going on there. Crazy looking at it. Oh man, yeah, I feel a little rough, y'all. So I appreciate y'all. If y'all say a little prayer for me today. And I'm gonna catch y'all later. Trucking Live with Sean, baby. Let's get it.